Good evening and welcome to another episode of your daily show, Achievements. I'm your host, Fatma Al-Hadri, and this evening I'm joined with Abdul Latif. Good evening, Abdul Latif.
Good evening, Fatma, and as my colleague said, we are your hosts and we will walk you through this episode, so stay tuned after this report.
A successful identity is built on things a person has done. Your most important accomplishments are a very important way for you to measure your success. Colleagues, competitors, and the general public can look at a person's achievements to figure out how successful they are. Most of the time, putting in a lot of work pays off. Most people think a successful life is one of a lot of things to be proud of. When you finish a task, you win over problems or other people. Achieve means to work together to reach a hard and challenging goal. Everyone should be ready to help out and work together if they need to. There are many ways to reach your goal, but in the end, it's up to you to decide how it will pay out in your life. In their careers, some people want to get rich and will be well known. Some people think that even small victories are reasons to have a party. We're all different, so we all have our own thoughts on everything. In the end, though, everyone wants to be happy, and everything you do in life will help you to get closer to that ultimate goal.
Welcome back, our viewers. Tonight we're having with us one of the most successful individuals in Kuwait. He is known as a motorcycle racer. His achievements is not just in Kuwait but all around the Middle East. To achieve what he already achieved, you have to be brave and fearless. Please welcome with us the Kuwaiti champion, Mr. Mishal Anazi. Welcome, Mr. Mishal, and thank you for being here with us at Achievements.
Thank you. Welcome. My pleasure.
So, Mr. Mishal, we wanted to ask you about your early steps on this field and how did you start to be a motorcycle racer, professional motorcycle racer. Can you tell us when did you start exactly, at what year?
In 2014 or 2015 in the street, first time I learned about the motorcycle.
About the motorcycle,
yes.
And how did you start it? So you started at the regular motorcycle?
Yeah, regular one.
The racing one?
Yes, standard.
Only walking around with your friends?
Yes.
Of course, I think this is an important question we usually ask our guest, Abdul Latif. Is it something that was affected by your home ground? Did it start with your family, this kind of sports? Or did you enjoy it with just friends and not family?
Yes, first time my uncle teach me how to ride bike, and he take me to the Kuwait motorcycle club. Before the Kuwait Motor Town, they built it before maybe 3 years or 4 years now. But I like the
motorcycle.
Sport. Yes, sports motorcycle, and after that I take my line.
Do you still right now still riding with your uncle and with your family?
No.
Or you only for championship racing?
No, only for the championship racing. No.
You don't walk around here in Kuwait?
No.
I think it's kind of dangerous maybe to drive here in Kuwait
it is
sometimes.
dangerous.
Yes.
It is. Unfortunately, at the past few years, for our viewers, we need some more awareness about riding a motorcycle. I wish to buy one. My dream is to buy one, a Harley one. But unfortunately, we don't have much of awareness. So I'm afraid to get
dangerous on the street, because too many people,
the reckless
too
driving.
many people, yes,
yeah.
Of course, and they're not wearing the protection gear. I think this is one of the
we
most
wear
important
everything.
things.
No, we wear everything: helmet and boots and all the safety things, but still dangerous.
Yes, of course.
So why did you choose motorcycle and racing and championships? At the first, why you didn't choose maybe an art or maybe like football or basketball?
There is an action in motorcycle.
There is this kind of thrill when you drive the motorcycle. You don't get in different sports.
The dangerous feeling.
Yeah, and high adrenaline.
High adrenaline, of course.
So when was your first race that you joined?
First race in Bahrain. First time for me, and they teach me how to race, and all.
It was different for you.
Yes, yeah.
Of course. Can you tell us about the experience? Was it stressful? Did you have a hard time going there and participating in the event?
Yes, first time.
It was hard, I think.
Yeah, it's very hard and dangerous also because I cannot do anything. I don't. يعني.
Of course,
So
your
it
first.
was-
I think the first time for anyone joining a championships can be stressful and it can be hard because there is a lot of rules, a lot of regulations, and a lot of competitors as well.
Yeah, right.
Even
I don't
for the
know about
bike.
يعني everything in motorcycle and in drag race exactly. يعني.
It's hard a little bit.
Yes.
So do you think it's dangerous? It's too dangerous maybe to travel with your motorcycle to maybe to go to another country?
No, we take it with us. يعني, I don't ride it.
You don't drive it to
no,
Bahrain?
not from
Oh,
here
you should
to
try
Bahrain.
that.
No.
I think it's
We
fun.
take
I
it in
think
track.
maybe you need to go in a group in order to travel with a motorcycle because driving solo and traveling the country can be a little bit difficult
Dangerous.
and dangerous,
Yes.
of course.
What if something
That's not
happened to you?
for the drag racer. Drag racer take the bike with a truck, not riding into Bahrain يعني, or anything anyway.
And do you have maybe something to prepare before you start? Because you have to go to truck your bike to Bahrain to go there.
You mean preparing the bike? Or
No. Preparing to travel.
Yeah,
Not
preparing to travel.
because that's a whole different question.
Uh-huh.
Preparing for to travel. And do you like ship the bike with a tow truck or maybe
Yes.
with a pickup truck? You
Yeah, with pickup or truck, big truck, take يعني too many bike inside.
And can you tell us about the driver that you learned some moves from? That of course you have some champion
Yes.
that like Michael Schumacher in Formula One.
Right.
Of course you have your own Michael Schumacher in
Yes.
motorcycle.
I have
Who's your
a
Michael
Kuwaiti
Schumacher?
champ.
Kuwaiti champ?
Kuwaiti champ, yeah. His name is مشعل الصبر. He teach me too much يعني in drag race.
Oh,
And
so he was your
and
coach.
he also, he also a drag racer, and now he's in America now. We have a drag race there.
Drag race.
So when it comes to your favorite championship, which one would you say is your favorite so far?
My favorite and the all drive the biker drive is Valentino Rossi,
Why is that?
because he have his own business and his own bike and يعني he have everything يعني
You have
everything you hope
need
to
and
like an
everything you look up to.
inspiration. Yes,
Yes.
of course.
inspiration.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so, of course, but your moves, your skills, Mishal, you got your skills from somewhere, not only your coach.
No.
Maybe YouTube or like
Yes.
some model that you look
Yeah,
up
I
to.
learned from YouTube and see my friend.
You learn some tricks from them,
Yes.
some movements.
Yeah,
Of course.
we all do this.
Of course. And what time would you say is the best time for you to practice this kind of sport?
We have only three months because the weather here in Kuwait is too hot, and we have maybe
No, more than 3 months, I think.
no maybe. يعني
Maybe in the
because
summer
it's
because
a-
it's very hot and to wear
Yes.
all the gear it
we
can
cannot
be
we cannot
overheating.
drive bike in summer.
Yes,
Yes.
from November to March, I think it's 5 months.
Yes, not 5 exactly. يعني 3 months.
3 months for the championship.
Yes.
And I think it's magical when you try, because I tried 2 times to
Uh-huh.
ride a motorcycle, and I don't know if you tried it, Fatma, from before, but you are right about the adrenaline rush. It's wonderful, the feeling. It's wonderful. It's like you're riding.
I've tried
In the
dirt
park?
bikes. I used to ride dirt bikes, yes. So
Oh,
I
mashallah.
yeah.
You used to try
I
ride
understand
bikes?
what you're yes. With
I
my
think it's more
siblings,
dangerous.
yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
I think it's more dangerous than
Yeah, it's
the
more
dirt
dangerous
bike
from,
than-
from drag bike, right?
I haven't
I don't like
tried.
the dirt bike.
Really? I love dirt
Yeah.
bikes.
No,
so,
I'm
yeah.
afraid from dirt bike.
You're afraid of them?
Yes,
How?
because it's more dangerous the drag bike.
It's really wonderful. So I wanted to ask you also about since you are getting ready for championships then at the next month, right?
Uh-huh.
Do you have something you are want to do, like a hobby, like something at your free time, between championships, between trainings?
Yes, we are all
Swimming.
in summer. They haven't nothing to do, yani. We're playing billiardo or something like that. Travel.
I like billiard.
Yes.
I like billiard too much. And we have actually more information to know about you. So stay with us, ladies and gentlemen, as we come after this report.
Kuwait Motor Town KMT was the site of the local drag racing event. The event featured friendly competition across a variety of drag racing series standard categories NHRA specs. The purpose of this event is to help racers tune their vehicles for major events, where they will be subjected to extreme conditions and pressure typical of racing series. The racers' vehicles are classified into different categories depending on the layout of the track, the length of the race, 1/8 or 1/4 mile, and the presence or absence of timed obstacles ranging from 4 to 10 seconds. The same sort of category-based bike events can be found in the respective bike categories. The victorious motorcyclist at the Mish'al Anizi drag race. He has a long list of racing victories both in Kuwait and around the world. He competed in many national and international championships, not just those held in the state of Kuwait.
Welcome back, our dear viewers. Of course, we're back with our guest, Mish'al. Of course, when it comes to the racing, I think a lot of our dear viewers would like to know about the preparation. There is a lot of preparation before the race. So can you tell us about that?
Of course, there is something you want to do before the race. Maybe changing the tire, adjusting the engine or something.
Yes. We make everything for the bike before the race, three or 4 days. We change the oil and filter and tire and everything on the bike.
And so, as a racer, Mish'al, seriously, we are so proud of you.
Thank you.
You've made championships, you've made your dreams, and of course you have too many goals.
Yes.
But how was the support from the family and from the people around you, your friends?
I have support from my mother first, and my family, and my wife, and all my brothers.
But coming back to a question, actually, there is some information I want to know. Is it too expensive to prepare a bike?
Yes.
Sometimes it's more expensive than the bike itself. Is it true?
Yeah, right.
How much it cost?
Yeah, first time you buy the bike in يعني cheap price maybe, but the accessories and the tools you need to drag race,
It's more expensive.
Yeah.
Like the bike, sometimes 2,000 KD.
Yes.
But
you need 4,000 or 5,000.
4,000 or 5,000 KD
to make it a drag race. Yeah.
Yeah, and sometimes you need way more to only go to the championship.
Yeah,
to maybe to ship the truck and to ship the motorcycle to
There's
another
a lot
country.
of expensive to it.
It is.
Of
Yes.
course. And usually when it comes to your mistakes during the drag race, is there someone who usually helps you and guides you in these kind of mistakes that you have? That
Yes,
points them?
we have Kuwaiti garaging here in Kuwait and in the Bahrain and everywhere. يعني. We have a Kuwaiti Kuwaiti people
Who usually help you.
help us in drag race. And they travel with us also. They drag racer already.
Okay, so the racers usually help
Yes.
each other when it comes to these kind of mistakes or the areas that you need to improve yourself.
Yes.
Yeah, they share experiences. It
Right.
is. It's like when you play football, and when
Yes.
someone strike.
We are all team.
Yeah, the whole team will go and
Yeah.
tell them that was wrong. You should have done like this. But when it comes to finance, I want to ask you about that. Who supports you with the money?
Nobody.
No,
No.
your own money.
Yes.
Yeah, that's a good thing. So when you win, okay, no one will take the credit. Only you.
Yeah, right.
Only Mish'al.
Yeah, right.
Well, did someone pay for you for the bike? No.
No.
Did someone pay for the plane ticket?
No, but I write for my friend, yani, if they have their own bike and tell me to race in his bike, yani, maybe my friend.
So sometimes you use each other's bike.
Yes.
Of course.
Yeah, you have to do that.
That's interesting.
It's
I
fun.
didn't know that you actually switch
But
your
what if?
bikes.
But what if you break it? Break a friend's bike?
I think you're gonna have to fix it eventually.
No, not me.
Oh,
Yeah, he tell me يعني
you break something.
ride my bike.
So it's not
And
your
he-
fault if it breaks.
Yes.
Of course. Okay, this is a good point. I
No,
can
it
see
is
this
your
kind
fault.
of point, but I think
They
he
should
should
pay
probably
me. They should pay me to.
No, I
Okay.
don't think they should pay.
because he's probably gonna win in his bike, so that's probably why.
Because I take the all dangerous. Yeah.
The whole risks, of course.
Yeah,
I think
the
there is a
whole
lot
risks,
of
right.
fear when it comes to drag racing. I think a lot of people usually are concerned. So, what are some of the fears that you have?
My friend also they tell me about to ride their own bike. They tell me because they afraid to ride it in a drag race. They buy it to make someone
Someone else drive it.
Yes.
Of course. So they're into the sport, but they want someone to ride their bike in order to compete in these kind of competitions. Of course. And usually for time management, how do you manage your time with work and everything in life, and also drag racing?
I give everything يعني it's time يعني the drag race and my work and my family, they all take يعني.
You manage your time perfectly
Yes,
in order
manage the
to.
time, yeah, right.
Of course, I think that's a very important ability.
It is, and I want you to teach me how to manage the time because between my hobby,
Inshallah.
I'm an ice skater, hockey ice skater,
mashallah.
and I'm trying to get back to that. But work, hobby, and life and responsibilities. Sometimes the time management it becomes a little bit tricky, and there is
Yes.
like secret you have to do.
Yes, you
And-
should manage your day.
Can you give us like an advice? What's the best thing that they should do when they first wake up in the morning? Like for me personally, the best time to practice my hobby is when I wake up, breakfast,
Early in the morning.
gym, and after that practice my hobby.
Yeah, but for me you cannot drag يعني ride a bike when you wake up. Maybe you take 2 or 3 hours.
So it's different.
Yes.
So
So can you tell us
after you
about your
ride, yeah.
routine? About your routine?
Yeah,
How-
because the riding drag bike, you need exercise or يعني you need to walk before.
and to prepare.
So
before
what are
that.
the things that you need to work before you actually start? Because I think our dear viewers are really interested because you mentioned you have to wait a few hours. So why do you have to wait? What do you do exactly?
Make exercise يعني something like this يعني make exercise يعني eat good.
Of course.
Yes.
And I think Abdul Latif is really interested when it comes to enrollment. I think a lot of our dear viewers are really interested. So how old do you need to be in order to enroll in these kind of championships? Do you need to be 18 and above, or is it 21 and above?
No, 18.
18.
The
18 and above.
Yes.
So, but first, when you started riding a motorcycle, you were under 18.
In Kuwait, the rules in Kuwait, the 17 to
can
give
ride
the lesson for the bike. 17, not 18, look like the car.
Oh, I wish I knew that. If I,
I think
knew that
this is
from
very
before, I would-
interesting information. I didn't
Yeah.
know
Yes.
that you can get the license at
License
17.
in 17, not
now
18.
we will see too
Yes.
many 17 years old.
Yeah.
After
riding
this interview,
motorcycles.
definitely. So when it comes to the safety precaution, what do you need to do in order to be safe when riding a bike?
Like you see, they wearing or we wearing all suit and the leather suit and boots and helmet, gloves, and then there is in drag bike something in drag bike. Its name is kill switch. For the look like the jet ski. If you see the jet ski, there is a wire.
Yes.
This is for the engine key to be in
Yes.
your hands. So
Yes.
in order, if you fall,
If you, it will turn off. I
Yes.
It will
think.
turn off. Yeah, right.
It's,
To not burn or something
it's
like
like
this.
in the walking machine in the gym.
The treadmill,
yeah, the
yes.
treadmill.
Sometimes
The one
you
that
have the
put it
clip-on.
on your shirt that if you go too far from the center,
Not same
it-
exactly, but
it's similar.
yeah.
It's not. I think
Yeah.
it's the same exactly. But I wanted to ask you, Mish'al, how many countries you traveled to before for championships and
For champion, all the Middle East, but in Bahrain. every time يعني now I have maybe 6 or 7 years.
All in Bahrain.
All in Bahrain, yes.
Because we
Now-
know already that the best championships and the best
Yes.
for motorcycle, it's on Bahrain.
And this year, no, in this year there is an Emirat and Saudi Arabia and Qatar.
UAE and Qatar,
Yes.
yes. And all the hope for you to get the World Championship. But
Thank
I
you.
wanted to ask you, since you traveled to the GCC countries and the Middle East, can you tell us about the highlights, or may I say, the best event, the best thing happened to you? When exactly? During a championship or during somewhere you traveled?
Yes, first thing in Kuwait, and when they opened the first time they opened the Kuwait Motor Town in maybe 2019, and get the podium, the second place in the podium. That's the first time I give up to the podium and take my own medal. Yani.
So would
in
you say this is the
2019.
race that was remarkable, that's something that left a mark in you? This is the race that changed everything for you?
You will never forget.
Something special, yani?
Yes, is that kind of race, or is there a different race?
Yes, that's in last year. In last year, I make surgery for my chest, and I take my bike just for see, not for
Not to drive it.
no,
Yes.
not to drive, and take my chance and drive, and get the second chance also. That's thinking.
That's
So-
one of the most remarkable moments for you. I
yes,
think
yes.
it's for a lot of athletes usually, even when they have a surgery or they have
Yes.
a certain
We
kind
cannot
of
ride bike, right?
yes,
It's-
of
it's
course,
difficult
and
time
it's
for
very
them.
difficult for you
Yes.
to actually go back and ride the bike. So it can be very challenging sometimes, and I think it takes a lot of courage to actually go back on the bike.
That's
It
why we
takes,
like.
yes, especially sometimes you become too afraid that you will have the same accident. But I just wanted to say that we are sorry to hear about the surgery for your chest.
Thank you.
And
We're
inshallah,
really
it will
glad
be
you're
the last.
doing so much
Thank
better now.
Inshallah, and inshallah it will be the last for you. But
Inshallah.
I wanted to ask Mish'al, coming back to the championship and your professional career, did you achieve your goal yet?
No, not exactly. No, nobody can tell you I finish the goal or خلاص. That's enough, يعني.
So, but of course, you have like a main goal for Mish'al, maybe a world championship for motorcycle or maybe drag racing. You don't know.
Yes.
But can you tell us exactly which is your best dream that you will come true?
My best dream, I think, I stay in podium.
Stay in
And
podium.
yeah, every championship I stay in podium, يعني. Inshallah.
As one of the third places.
Yes.
You can make it. Do you think so also, Fatma?
Yes, I think you can, of course. And
Thank you, inshallah.
you've achieved so much. We'd like to know, do you think these achievements will actually hold you back, or will they help you in order to achieve more goals and better achievements and championships as well?
Yeah, like I tell you before, I have, they support me, all my friends, and exactly مش على الصبر. يعني
All the thanks for
yeah,
Mish'al
he have his own garage and support everything, tools, everything for my bike. He do everything for me. Just I take the bike and travel to race, يعني.
And Mish'al, you wish to travel to maybe to a country to race there, or to drive a motorcycle, only to drive a motorcycle?
Yes.
Can you tell us which country? Before you answer.
USA.
Okay, before you answer, I don't want you to cheat, because
Okay.
my dream is to go to Hawaii, to drive a Harley
Yes.
in Hawaii.
In Hawaii, right.
Yeah. What about you?
No, for me, in USA, in America, because the all champion in America, يعني drag racer.
So if you actually went back in time, would you still choose the same sport, or would you choose something
Yes,
else?
I do.
Still the same
Still,
sport?
yeah.
But of course, you will not do the same mistake that made you fall down.
I think
No.
everyone learns from their mistakes, so it can be very hard sometimes, but yes.
It is very hard, but inshallah, at the next time, I will race you in motorcycle.
Inshallah.
But in a free space, not with the cars, because I don't trust people who drive cars, because 60% of them, they drive while they're
Yes.
holding
You
the
can
phone.
come to Kuwait Motor Town.
I will come. Actually, I visited Kuwait Motor Town and it's really wonderful. You should go to it, Fatma.
Yes, I actually went there. But I have a question when it comes to drag races, especially in Kuwait Motor Town. Is there a specific time and hour that all motorcycle riders usually go, or is it open 24/7?
No, they open in the weekend to test bikes and rolling. If you don't want to drag race, you can roll race. Not same يعني exactly, but same يعني same suit, same everything. They open in one day in a week, in winter طبعا, not in
Not
summer.
in summer.
Yes.
Yes.
So we know from the past that unfortunately in 2022 and also early 2023 that we've seen too many accidents, that people with motorcycles, they drive and someone hit them with the cars, because unfortunately we don't have that awareness, and they hit them and they die. We've seen that one of the Kuwaiti groups in motorcycle, she was a woman and she fell down from the motorcycle and she died. And before that we've seen 2 accidents only in late 2022. Do you have something to say, Mish'al, to the people who drive cars recklessly and unfortunately while they're holding the phone?
Yes. They should don't hold the phone and see the people in the bikes.
How much distance that we should keep between the motorcycle and the car behind it?
10 meters.
10 meters?
Yes.
So
Just 10
between
meters,
cars,
not
it's
too much.
between cars it's 6 meters,
Yes.
and 10 meters for motorcycle.
For motorcycle, because we have not same brake the car.
It's harder.
Harder, yeah, it's harder.
And with that, if I fall down, also the other car behind me needs to have its own time to stop accelerating before it hit me, and I might die because I don't have walls in motorcycles.
Right.
I don't have seat belt.
Right.
So, and we just wanted to alert our dear viewers that please keep aware from your surroundings. Do not turn until you see your the turn that you are turning to. You're
And
right.
also use the signal. It's very important to use the signal for the cars. يعني.
Of course, I think a lot of people usually neglect that kind of point, but it's very important because even if you know you're a good driver, someone else is not really a good driver, so they need to know. And I think for exits and turns, that's very important. That's why the signal is for.
Yes.
It is, and thank you for that. Mish'al, unfortunately, we're out of time. Inshallah, the next time you come to us, you will be one of the best champions in the whole world, inshallah. Do you have anything else to say before we end? Or just
no,
thank you?
Thank you.
Well, thank you for being here with us in Achievement. It was really a pleasure to have you with us.
Thank you, my pleasure. Thank you.
And with that, our dear viewers, we reached our time. Hope you enjoyed this episode. See you tomorrow and goodbye.
Goodbye.